Hey there, everybody. It's Steve Taylor, also known as the Blue Collar Rich Man. I want to welcome you to my office today. Those of you that have been watching my videos know that every now and then I'll do a little lesson from my office. Today my office is the cross-country ski trails here in the Bighorn Mountains. Last time I did a video from Yellowstone, and who knows where it'll be the next time. That's one of the advantages of having your own business and working online, is I get to work where and when I want, and I get to choose what my office looks like. Today, this is my office. I wanted to take a few minutes and go over just a little bit of a lesson with you that I think might help you through this coming year. Today's January the 4th. It's the new year, and everybody's making resolutions. But the vast majority of people will never stick to those resolutions. They won't accomplish those goals. And I want to talk to you about that because it's important that you have goals. If you don't set goals, you're like a ship at sea without a rudder, and you're going to get blown and by the wind and the waves, and who knows where you'll end up. You see, ships set a course before they ever leave port, and they know where they're going to end up. And that rudder and that course gets them there. And you need to do that with your life, and that's what goal setting is. Now, what I want you to do is, first I want you to take some time and think about this last year and where you are now, and the good things that happened and the bad things that happened, what you did right, what you did wrong. I don't want you to judge yourself. It's not about what was wrong or that. I want you to learn from it. If you did something right, remember, I did that right. I need to do more of that. After you've thought about that, where you are now, think about where you want to be next year at this time. You know, do you want to be making more money? Do you want another car, another house? Do you want to develop yourself spiritually and mentally? Whatever it is you want, where you want to be next year at this time, think about that. Then back up and set goals to get there. Set intermediate steps. Plan what you need to do. You see, if you have goals, then you can make decisions based on whether that choice is going to help you get to that goal or not. And by doing that, you will inerrantly move towards accomplishing that goal. Now, there's some things to think about when you set goals. First, the goal needs to be believable. When you think about next year at this time, if you're only making $2,000 or $3,000 a month right now, to believe that you're going to be making $250,000 a month by this time next year is not very believable. It's really hard to get your mind around that big of a change, and if you can't believe it, it's almost impossible for you to achieve it. So make the goal realistic, but also make it a bit of a challenge. Make it something that you know that if you work hard and stick to it, you can get to that. So make it realistic. Make it measurable. If you don't make the goal measurable, you never know if you've gotten there or not. Don't set a goal something like, I want to make more money this year, because you can make just $1 more this year than you did last, and you've accomplished your goal, but that's probably not what you really wanted. It's the same thing as saying, well, I want to lose weight. Well, how much? Make it measurable. Set an exact amount, a measurable something, whether it's money, whether it's an amount of weight, number of pounds, whether it's a place to live. Make it measurable. And then you also want to give yourself a time frame. Don't give yourself the rest of your life, because if you do that, you just keep putting it off. So a year is good for lots of short-term goals. Now, as you get into this, you're going to want to set 1, 2, 3, and 5-year goals, because there's going to be some big goals, like the $250,000 a month I mentioned a while ago. That might be a good 5-year goal, and you'd have some intermediate steps. All right, by the end of this year, I'm going to make $10,000 a month. By the end of my second year, I'm going to be at 25. By the end of my third, I'm going to be at 100. And by the end of the fifth, I'm going to be making $250,000 a month. You know, you step it out that way. But right now, if you've never done any goal setting, start with this year and make sure your goals are realistic, make sure they're measurable, and make sure you have a time frame. And then just go after it. Believe that you can do it, and when you have a choice to make a choice based on whether it's going to help you reach your goal or not. If it's not going to help you reach your goal, don't do it. It's as simple as that. Well, I need to get on down the trail. The sun's beginning to get low, and I want to get off the mountain before it gets dark. So I appreciate you listening a little bit. Thanks for coming to see me in my office here in the Bighorns. And we'll catch you the next time with one of my lessons from my office. Steve Taylor. We'll see you the next time.